Age is just a number, and the youth can prove that. You are never too young to help change the world. You just need to have the passion, the drive, the confidence, and the dedication to do so. Youth empowerment encourages young people to take action and start addressing situations that need to be improved or changed. It inspires young people to do great things for themselves while making a positive impact in their society. All they need is to be an instrument of God to teach and guide them in their endeavors to help create a better future.
Welcome to Dynamic Living, the Total You, with our episode, Empowering the Youth, Building the Future. And of course, I am joined here in the studio with our friends. We would like to welcome Miss Ada Quaresma. She's the Voice Care Philippines Executive Director, protege of Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez. Did I get it right? A voice artist, a radio broadcaster, and events host, a youth advocate, trainer, and motivational speaker. Welcome to Dynamic Living, Miss Ada.
Thank you, Dr. Regina. I'm happy to be here at Dynamic Living.
Yes, and of course, andito po natin, kasama naman natin ang isang tinatawag na Voice Master of the Philippines, a veteran voice artist, experienced radio broadcaster, internationally awarded youth advocate, trainer, as well as author of several books. I'd like to welcome you, Mr. Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez. Magandang araw po, sir.
Maganda ka po sa araw. Magandang araw po, Dr. Jane, and I'm so happy to be part of Dynamic Living.
Yes, and of course, dito ang ating ikatatlong guest, isang batang-bata din who is with W Corp Philippines. He is Carlo Corpus. He is a recipient of Peace Leadership Award, and he has attended leadership trainings and seminars both locally and abroad. Welcome to Dynamic Living, Carlo.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning po.
Yes. Heto ngayon kasi, ang napakaganda ng ating topic ngayon is it's about the young people.
Yes.
So we try to empower them so that they help build our country, no? So bakit mahalaga na ang mga kabataan ay isali natin sila in building the future or the future of our country? Unahin kita, Ada.
Kasi, well, first of all, Dr. Regine, kasi sila talaga yung future, hindi ba? Kumbaga parang lagi nga nating naririnig yung sinasabi ni Dr. Jose Rizal that, you know, ang kabataan ng pag-asa ng bayan. Pero ngayon, siguro panahon na para ma-recognize natin na sila na yung katuparan. Hindi na lang sila yung pag-asa. Kumbaga, nasa kanila na yung katuparan, yung solution for us to really build a better nation or a better future for our country.
And actually, nakakatuwa kayong tatlo. Kasi halos magkakasing edad yata kayo. Mas bata lang ng kote si Carlo. Pero when you look at it, you as young people yourselves, you are so empowered to the point that you would like to share that empowerment to the young people. Bakit ganun, Pocholo?
Maganda kasi yung idea ng kabataan di ba? Kasi dynamic nga sabihin, tsaka may potential ka magkamali. Unlike kapag matanda ka na, pag nagkamali ka, mali ka na talaga. So, the only way you will learn is by failing. Naniniwala ako. So, you have the opportunity to fail while you were young. Pero sabi ko nga, bakit ka mag-fail if you will learn from someone who becomes successful? So, learn from other people's success, not to their failure. Because a lot of people natututo sa failure. That's why they fail too. Di ba?
Okay naman, di ba? Parang madalas na rin naririnig na do not learn from my mistakes, di ba? Parang yun yung palaging naririnig natin. Di ba naririnig mo ba yun, Carlo?
Yes, ma'am. Because for almost years now, we have our activities. We youth totally proactive and also confidence when we have our exercise in leadership skills, and also because we realize so much from past leaders that we must learn from their mistake.
And do not follow that same mistakes, that same path. Parang
But
the problem is,
look at the government now.
Yeah.
Diba? I mean, good thing nag-change na yung government. But dapat, diba, we are more than Singapore now. Imagine. But yung basic problem, but hanggang ngayon andyan pa rin. Basic yan like transportation system. It should have been solved na 30 years ago.
And yet, it is still persistent.
O ngayon, parang ngayon ka palang gumagawa ng paraan. Diba, with all those technologies, knowledge, skills na available naman, na dapat sinunod na. bakit patuloy pa rin? Kasi patuloy pa rin natin ginagawa yung pagkakamali ng nakaraan.
So dito ngayon papasok yung mga kabataan.
Yes.
Ha? Naniniwala ka ba doon, Ada?
Of course po, kasi yun nga yung sabi ko kanina na parang sila naman talaga yung future leaders, future entrepreneurs, they are the future stakeholders of this country. I think one of the most important things that we need as people, as Filipinos, is what we call the progressive mindset. Kasi minsan parang anong nangyayari, katulad nga nung sinabi ni Sir Pocholo, di ba? Like, kung ano yung term ko in the government, for example, yung mga initiatives ko, hanggang dito lang. Parang pag umalis ako, walang sense of continuity. Di ba? And
Which is actually a senseless thought.
Exactly. Kasi di ba, life is all about progress and growth. Ang halaman, pag hindi nag-grow na mamatay. Those are their only two options. And I think as human beings, we are no different. We should all be about progress and growth. And that's the reason why we also love investing our time, our effort in motivating the youth, in empowering the youth. Kasi yun nga parang gusto natin na i-imbibe sa kanila yung ganon, that this is all about yung parang you move forward, you progress, and kayo kasi yung magtutuloy nung whatever has been started.
And maybe improve upon it.
Of course, yes, absolutely.
Kasi yun nga, it's a dynamic change and
Yes.
everybody should be able to come up with the changes in time.
Lahat naman ng tao dumaan sa kabataan. Sino bang hindi? Diba? Sabi nga, be nice sa lahat ng mga professionals at mga veterans. Be nice to amateurs because you were once like them. And I believe that this young generation is not just the future. They're also the present. They're existing right now. They can become a leader now on their own right. Kahit nga sa maliit na community, sige mag-lead ka dyan, you'll be surprised. A lot of young people are becoming leaders now because they know and understand na they are, di ba, yung leadership naman kasi is not, sabi nga, are leaders born or made? Of course, they have to be born first before they made. They're both made and born yan, di ba? But leadership para sa akin ay is a calling.
It's a vocation.
It's a calling. It's something na one day nagulat ka na lang, people are listening to you. One day nagulat ka na lang, why these people are following me? Di ba, ako, basically, I don't have this kind of leadership idea until when I speak, people listens. And when I say something, they follow. Wow. Sabi ko, hindi naman ako tinuruan ng tatay ko maging leader. Sa school ko, hindi ako leader. But one day, parang mas leader pa ako sa leader. Kasi it's a calling. Now, there's two kinds of leader. Anong klaseng leader ka ba? Masamang leader o mabuting leader? Di ba?
Yeah, that's true. There's no in-between
Wala na. Kaya a good leader will put us to the right direction. And a bad leader will put us to,
Back to square one.
di ba, to a bad situation in the future. And we need great leaders right now.
And we
Because-
can start with the young people.
Actually, it's starting now. And those young people na ngayon leaders, they were once young. So ngayon, depende kung anong decision nila kapag nasa gobyerno na sila. Like me, mga kasama ko ngayon, mga leaders na ng company, mga politiko na. Ngayon, kung mabuti sila nung bata sila, mabuti rin naman yung gagawin nila pagtanda nila.
Yes, let's ask Carlo. Si Carlo has been attending also. I know that all three of you has attended or is continuously attending trainings and seminars to become leaders. Diba? Ano kaya ang natutunan mo sa lahat ng mga seminars na itong na-attenan mo, Carlo, in terms of being a leader by yourself and training others to become leaders, the young people? We're talking about the young people specifically.
For me, because I attend some conference in other country, basically we focus more on development of the youth, the community, and the environment also. Because some of my members really wanted to become a leader also in the future. So I'm just share all the things that I received, the learnings from the leaders from the conferences that I attended. Because through the learnings and
Paano ka pala naging Peace Awardee?
I'm president of the World CARF in my area, in Rizal.
So
And
you are more of, yung objective niyo is more of, being able to share what and how peace should be achieved and what it
Yeah.
can do for us.
Just because we coordinate and facilitate educational seminar and also service program in the community. So we do it weekly, monthly. It depends upon the situation. of the-
Volunteer work yan?
Yes, volunteer.
Yan bang mga ginagawa ninyo, Ada, Pucholo, in terms of leadership trainings and trainings of the young is also volunteer work at your end?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, almost every day. Kasi yun yung calling din po namin eh. Kasi kung walang gagawa,
Sino
walang
gagawa?
mapapakinggan na boses ng kabataan. That's the reason why I created Voice of the Youth Network. Kasi walang nag-inspire, inform, involve, and empower the youth through media eh. Oh, puro negative ka. Eh di gumawa tayo ng positive. On our show, we talk about positivity. Kasi di ba pag gising mo pa lang sa mga pinatay, ginahasa, nasunog,
Binaril.
corruption, lahat
Lahat
ano
na
ba
lang.
yan? Parang, my God. So pagpasok mo sa opisina, sa school mo, ay alam mo ba, nakakatakot. So ano yung i-imbibe na, kumbaga, emotions and feeling dun sa taong nakapanood ng negative? Siyempre negative. Negative in, negative out yan eh. But we want to put in positivity. So once you start positive things,
What do
everything will
you
be
think, the three of
positive.
you, na ano kaya ang hallmark ng isang komunidad o isang society wherein the youth are being empowered and taught how to lead well and to become good followers also?
siguro, para sa akin, hayaan mo ang mga batang mag-desisyon para sa sarili nila. Kasi pag pinakialaman ng matanda, lalo na may perang involved, makukurap yan. Like yung SK, bakit nag-fail? Ilang beses na paulit-ulit? Kasi may perang involved, may eleksyon. Ginawa mong matanda yung bata.
Na dapat hindi
Dapat
ganon.
hindi. Wala dapat election, walang perang involved. Pure volunteerism. And that's the only idea na para maging okay yung utak at puso ng bata. Because pure volunteerism, you cannot underestimate a heart of a volunteer. Doon lalabas yung mga taong walang pansariling interest. Hindi tumulong.
Any work kasi for that matter, even here in Dynamic Living, we are all volunteers eh.
Yeah.
Anything that you do out of the goodness of your heart because your commitment and dedication to help out.
Tama.
You know, to be able to put in positive, yung sa yung
Yes.
sa Voice of Youth mo positive data and information. Ganun din ang ginagawa namin dito. You know, it really spells quite a huge difference. Kasi nga, tama yun, yung commitment mo to serve nandoon eh.
And you will feel it and you will see it, Dr. Jean, no? Parang there's a huge difference in someone whose output is out of passion and you will see it, iba yung makikita mong resulta dun sa tao who's actually doing something out for the sake of money. And I know that kasi ako naman, ang background ko, I was working in the corporate world for 12 years and during that time, parang sa akin kasi dalawa lang yung pwede mong pagpuntahan. It's either you become an employee or you become an entrepreneur. Parang wala ako noon nung konsepto ng volunteerism, of social enterprising, yung mga ganon, until I actually met Sir Pocholo and became part of the organization Voice of the Youth Network. So when he asked me to volunteer my time, my effort, you know, to broadcast in his radio show and to do motivational speaking and training, doon ko nakita na pwede pala. You know, there's an avenue or there's a way for you to really just discover your passion and be able to do it, and at the same time you are able to inspire and motivate others to do the same.
Kasi pag sinabi mo na may avenue dapat ang mga kabataan ibig sabihin meron silang paglalagyan ng kanilang boundless energies, yung kanilang imaginations that
That's
goes, you know, runs wild and everything, di ba?
Kaya naliligaw mo. For example, mga mass communication student. Asan yung venue? Papasok ka sa malalaking network. Bago ka makapasok dyan at marating yung pangarap mo maging broadcaster, hintay mo muna mamatay yung 3 broadcaster, di ba? How come this network can give opportunities dun sa mga bata kung nandyan pa yung mga... Ngayon, nag-create ako ng opportunity by creating a radio show na parehas naman nagbo-broadcast ka rin. Yun lang, iba lang yung market mo. And ang dami pong kung saan napupunta like sa call center. Kasi frustrated hindi makapasok sa network. Naging call center agent. Pero wala naman pong masama doon. But the point is, they're not doing what they love. And the reason why they entered or took up mass communication at the first place.
So, ibig sabihin, you create an opportunity
Yes.
for the young people.
Opo.
Otherwise, kung walang opportunity for them, mahihirapan din sila, di ba? So, paano natin sasabihin na mahalaga talaga, ikaw ngayon, Carlo, gaano ba kahalaga na you need to mobilize the young people na kailangan you empower them, you help them grow into what and how they should be. Gaano kahalaga ito?
It's like you're you're taking care of a child. Because when I realized, with my younger sisters, they are, it depends on you, on how you take care of a child. So when I realized, when I watched outside people, youth who are taking drugs and also who lost their way, so I realized as a youth, I need to take stand for them, because for them, if they see me to do my responsibility as a service project coordinator, that's the time they will realize that we need to be like him, like that.
Kasi dalawang bagay lang naman yan di ba? Ang kakaratnan ng ating mga kabataan. Either they become the way we should want them to be in the culture or in society, the dictates of society, so to speak, or they, lose track of where they should be. So, dalawa lang yan. You're either a victim, you're a perpetrator, or you're in between, di ba? Pero yung mga kabataan nating naliligaw, pwede natin tulungan yun And that should be the people na we should be helping empower.
That's true. Actually, even in our leadership training for the youth, Dr. Jean, one of the things, ako personally, lagi ko nga sinasabi, para I would beg to differ that the main function of a leader is to develop people. Kasi, first of all, kaya nga ang tawag dyan self-help. Because you cannot push a person that's not willing to move. Di ba? Lalo na yung mga kabataan ngayon.
Or you cannot share what you don't have.
Tama, totoo po. So, and ibig sabihin, as a leader, your role is to create an environment where the people themselves would want to be developed. Yun yung trabaho natin. So, kaya nga like sa Voice of the Youth, for example, sabi nga ni Sir Pocholo, hindi naman yung pinoprovide niya yung knowledge or yung learning basta-basta. What he's creating is the venue, the opportunity. Kasi, kahit gaano ka pa ka-talented, kahit gaano pa kadami yung alam mo, if wala kang venue or opportunity to be able to share what you know or to practice kung ano man yung natutunan mo, like sa school, for example, as a mass communication student, wala rin. Ganon. So, yun yung responsibility natin bilang siguro mga ate, mga kuya nitong mga kabataan to create that environment para sila mismo alam nila kung saan sila pupunta to be able to contribute to positive social change instead of to go the other way around.
Gusto ko yung sinabi mo na to contribute towards a positive change.
Yes.
Kasi yun yung magiging target natin. Which brings me to the basic question na pag sinabi ba natin empower the young people, are we giving them the license to do what they need, what they want to do? Like for example, they want to stay late at night outside, o kaya naman hindi mag-aaral, o kaya naman heto yung kanilang kukunin at hindi yung isa kasi empowered sila. So how do we now draw the line?
Sinabi mong empowered is doing positive things. Para sa akin kasi, ang mga kabataan, di ba, naghahanap sila ng sense of, sense of direction, aside from that.
Sense of belonging.
Belongingness. So ngayon, bilang isang kabataan, I always go back dun sa kabataan ko Kaya ako ginagawa to. Kasi kung ano man yung ginagawa po natin ngayon, ay epekto ng mga naganap at aspiration at yung mga frustrations natin ng bata. Tama po ba?
Opo, tama yun.
Hindi ka gagalaw ngayon ng bakit mo ginawa yan ngayon. Wala lang. Trip ko lang. Walang trip lang. May panahon sa buhay natin na tayo ay naapi, naapakan, nasaktan. At yun yung ginagawa natin para maituwid yun. Yung mga bagay na yun nung nakaraan. Maraming kabataan po kasi ngayon, pag tinanong mo, anong pangarap mo sa buhay? Ewan ko, bahala na. Talaga? Wow.
Nakakagulat, ano?
Alam mo yun, parang ako personally, mga intern ko, I'm giving them opportunities. Tinanong, ba't na nagmamaskom? Wala lang. Or gusto ko kasing sumikat, or gusto kong makilala, gusto kong yumaman. Wrong motivation. Kasi dapat, ang gusto ko marinig, kasi ito po passion ko, sir. Gusto ko makatulong sa pamagitan ng aking skills at talents na maging better yung mga tao. Kasi alam ko, meron akong pwedeng i-contribute sa kanila sa pamagitan ng talent at skills and oras ko. Kasi ganun po yung ginawa ko dati. Ang dahilan niyan, bakit ako ganito ngayon, ay dahil natalo ako sa SK. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, barangay lang yun. Tapos yung natumalo sa akin, addict pa. Sabi ko, hindi ako titigil na maglingkod sa kabataan dahil lang natalo ako sa SK. I will be bigger and better than SK itself. O, asan yung SK? Namatay na, di ba? But my group still growing. Because I have a pure intention using my skills and talents to make other people better and happy with greatness and
I think
excellence.
that's the thing, that's the bottom line of inspiring the young people. Na when we motivate them, it should be something na it's bigger than themselves.
Yes.
Kasi kung ikaw lang, sarili mo lang, pang sarili mo,
Self-
you limit it to
self-serving.
yourself, and that's self-serving. And you don't really grow beyond, kasi nga, you're not able to help others become better than you are.
At kung magbibigay ka, bigay mo na yung full. Huwag half-hearted. Kasi a lot of people, parang gagawin ko to para sumikat ako. Kung tutulong siya, pero bottom line, ang motive at intention niya, makilala siya, magkaroon ng award. Mali yun.
Pero paano natin yung empowerment ng ating mga kabataan na tulungan natin sila? Considering na yung society natin, yung cultural structure natin, di ba? Na dahil ako ay matanda, you have to follow me. And now, we're trying to teach the young people to have a mind of their own, to be able to create their own, and to be able to, also help others. Will it not have a clash, or kayo, have you experienced it in your personal lives wherein it clashes with the old way of thinking na dapat ang mga matatanda lang ang may kapasidad na para dito at itong mga kabataan ay sunod-sunuran lang? Unahin natin ikaw, Carlo.
For my experience kasi some old people they don't initiate. That's why because my leader saw me that I became responsible in every activity that we have. That's the time they focus on me. And again, we have so many activity and I'm the coordinator and go to the area and also facilitate and coordinate many activities.
So, sa iyo naman po.
Ang maganda sa akin, ma'am, at very young age, I'm independent. At age 15, I decide on my own. Kasi nasa probinsya sila. Although yung tatay ko nandun sa Manila. Pero wala ako sa bubong ng bahay namin. So lahat ng decision ko sa akin. So either tama o mali ang gawin ko, ako pa rin yung, kumbaga, yung anong tawag doon?
Ikaw nang gumawa.
Consequences niyan. Ako pa rin yung magdadala. And I'm so happy na by age 16, I can decide on my own. Kahit hindi alam na magulang ko. Bakit? Kasi kung kasama ko magulang ko, hindi ako papayagan. Mag-aral ka muna mabuti kaysa pumasok ka dyan. Hindi ka pag-graduate, ba't ka papasok ng broadcasting? Bakit? Sabi ko, why should I wait to graduate if I can do what I love and what I want to become at very young age? And I realized, sabi ko, gusto ko maging broadcaster. That's my ultimate goal. I became a broadcaster at age 16 and 17. But I've realized that's not my goal anymore. I'm bigger than my own dreams. And I'm stronger than my own desire. Sabi ko, I want to do more than this. I want to be a youth advocate. I want to be producer. I want to be a director for voice acting. I want to be speaker. And because of that, I've realized, ang dami ko pa palang opportunity na pwedeng gawin because, bottom line, yung dream ko dati, hindi na pala yung dream ko, which is very self-centered, for me to become a broadcaster. That's it.
Now, you want others to
become a broadcaster and
yes.
voice artist and motivational speaker. Sabi ko nga, lahat tayo may kumbaga oportunidad at responsibilidad na maging inspirasyon para sa ibang tao.
Gusto ko yung sinabi niya, Miss Ada, na lahat tayo mayroong opportunity to become an inspiration to others. Lalo na sa mga kabataan. Kasi di ba, kaya nga tayo may maraming problema with juvenile delinquency, o kaya drug addiction, o kaya kung anong mga rebellion na mga pinaggagawa nila. It's because I think, it's not because inherently masasama yung mga batang ito. It's more of they lack an inspiration, a motivation that they can be better and greater than what they are doing now.
Correct.
Yes.
And I think, yun nga kasi let's, first of all, parang let's give naman din, let's say, the parents or the older generation the benefit of the doubt, because one of the challenges that we have, yung mga parents, the older generation now, is that they are the first, or they are the last low-tech generation to parent, to teach, to mentor the first high-tech generation. In other words, wala tayong manual.
Wala
diba?
talaga.
Walang manual eh. There's no, previous generation person who will tell you ganito dapat or whatever, 'di ba? So let's
Parang yung mga sinasabi lang, merong mga parenting skills na book na sinusundan nung
Correct.
araw, di ba? So, pag bago kang kasal,
Right.
magbabasa ka noon, lalo pag nagbubuntis ka.
Yes.
Ganito ba, papalitan ng diaper si baby.
Correct.
Ganito, that was in the 80s and 90s. Eh, ngayon, iba na.
Exactly.
Oo.
But itong generation na to ng mga digital natives, hindi ba? Kumbaga, wala pa tayo nung previous experience that we can bank on. Kumbaga, we are still part of the ongoing evolution and revolution, hindi ba? I think for me personally, siguro yung kinaiba ko kasi kay Sir Pochola, late bloomer kasi ako in terms of, youth advocacy and youth empowerment. So, kaya nga ang tawag nila sa akin dun sa organization namin is Ate Ada because by default, ako talaga yung pinakamatanda sa kanila. So, but I'm a good listener. I think yun yung isa sa mga masasabi ko na parang my skill ever since. So, and I think more often than not, yun lang naman din yung kailangan ng mga kabataan eh. More often than not, they don't need to be told what to do. They just need people that let them know that, you know what, I care about your dreams, I care about your goals, I care about where you wanna go, and I care about your frustrations and everything about you. So, talk to me. Yung ganon. And, di ba, hindi natin kailangan kadalasan na may mag-advise na dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. Hindi, makinig ka lang. Kasi the mere fact of being there, another physical presence for them to be able to speak their mind and their heart, malaking tulong na yon for them.
And it will help develop them.
Exactly.
Diba?
Opo, totoo
Kasi
po.
hindi naman kailangan inag natin yung mga
Yes.
kabataan na heto kailangan gawin mo kasi nung araw ko, ganito ang ginagawa namin. Naririnig niyo yan, di ba?
Madalas.
Yung panahon namin, di ba?
Sabi ko, panahon nyo yun, hindi ba na kahit
Tama.
naman ako sa magulang ko eh. Although hindi ganun yung sagot ko. Hayaan nyo lang ako, magiging proud din kayo sa akin balang araw. Para wala nang usap. Kasi pag kinontra mo yung mga yan, discussion yan, alam niyo naman yung mga, ang tawag dyan, mga baby boomer, mga magulang na,
Yes, the baby boomers. Kami yun.
iba yung yung orientation nila. Lalo na ngayon, yung mga magulang ko mas natututo pa sa mga bata. Sa mga apo na nga sila natututo ngayon.
Hindi nung sa panahon ninyo
Okay.
na kayo yung mga anak.
Opo.
We'll take a very short break and when we return, we'll continue our fun discussion here on empowering the youth, building the future. Kasi kailangan po natin to. Please stay tuned.
I'm predisposed to music at an early age. Both my parents are musicians and actually the whole clan of the Lihalcos and the Molinas are musicians. So I was made aware of the beauty and the benefits of music at an early age. Yeah, I mean, there's a certain fulfillment in doing music with a group. It's more fulfilling actually because you get to get ideas and insights from other people. So the creative process is actually wide stretched. If you have somebody with you, unlike when you're alone, you only depend on your creative resources. That's your brain. So it's more fulfilling to have other people. And when we look at the competitions that we joined in, it's actually a form of an examination to see how we favor in the standards of music. And so every time we join, we are actually competing not to the other countries but to our own standards. So when we won, we kind of realized that we have achieved something through the efforts of the whole members and my efforts and of course the prayers that we did to accomplish those things. The audition process requires a certain attributes from a singer. Of course, yung vocal quality, maganda ba yung boses nila, if they can read notes, but most of them, they don't really read notes. Some of them are sight readers, but most of them are not. The voice may promise, pero syempre hindi pa siya ganun ka-honed yung ano niya. Tapos yung ensemble kasi, that's probably one of the hardest to accomplish. And you can only achieve that if you are singing with other singers. It's the feel of togetherness inside the choir. Pero there are times that there are members applicants who are coming in na talagang special. They really have that certain quality na alam mo na it can go far. But of course, the reality is we always get members who are potentially good. Syempre. For me as a director, I should have a consistent focus on what I want in the group, and they have to adjust to that. So by way of adjusting, they'll be forced somehow to fit the choir. Kasi mahirap din kasi if you will always think of the singers, on their level and try to adjust your standards because of the members who are in front of you. So medyo hindi siya ganun nag-work sa akin eh. What works for me is I will point to them the standards. This is what I want, this is what it's supposed to be, and they will have to have all their efforts towards that excellence. So in a way, everybody's working on the same direction. Kasi the talent can improve in time. But the discipline somehow starts, within them. Even though they're not members of a group yet, the discipline is there. So when I look at a person on his first weeks or first months, pag nakita ko, disiplinado to, I know that something good will happen to them. So I think the most important attribute that I have to build or nurture or maintain is the discipline. And so I would hope to see more youth being more disciplined, especially in the idea of hard work. Because in this time and age that there is, the gadgets are all prevalent, and we somehow lose that enthusiasm to work hard. Everything is taken in fast, right? So, especially in the choir, there's no shortcut. They have to follow a certain process to be able to achieve a certain level of excellence in the song. And that would take, perseverance and hard work. And not all youth are up to that kind of effort. So I hope that everybody will be more disciplined and more ready for the work. Generally, the Filipinos are hardworking. But the problem with Filipinos is that not everybody is disciplined and not up for the work that a certain task demands from a person. I have worked with the youth for almost 30 years, and I've seen them started from nothing to achieving something, and sometimes achieving everything. And I do hope that many Filipino youth will be inspired to do whatever they want to do in excellence, because excellence for me is the best thing that you can give to the Lord, because He has given you the talents, and it's our responsibility to improve that, to hone that, to polish that into perfection. And so I would like to inspire everybody to really look at your heart and to really find ways to make your craft, your talent improve to its perfection.
So Mark, ayon kay Dr. Jose Rizal, ang kabataan ang kinabukasan ng bansa. Sa tingin mo ba ay totoo pa rin ito ngayon?
Hindi na.
Bakit naman?
Marami ng loko-lokong kabataan eh.
Okay. Dahil?
Dahil sa mga droga, ganun. Mag-addict, mga pasaway, magnanakaw, mga kitbahay, mga ganun.
Para sa akin po, I still believe na the youth is our future. It all depends naman po kasi kung how we live our lives eh. Kung some youths po gusto nilang to laze around and stuff, there are still some youths that study for a good future that can help our country. Some are aiming for to have blue-collar jobs like engineers, teachers. Some stay here in our country to help other youths, but some go abroad to honor our country, and you can still say we are the future.
Sa tingin ko po, totoo pa rin po ito ngayon dahil nakikita naman po natin, lalo na po sa paggamit po na social media, alam naman po natin na ngayon po yung mga kabataan po, exposed po sila sa social media. Ang positive effect po nito is nagagamit po nila ito para masabi po yung hinaing nila or opinion nila sa mga nangyayari sa ating bansa. Kaya masasabi po, may paki pa rin po kaming mga kabataan sa nangyayari na makakatulong po para po maging modelo din po sa ibang kabataan na wala po masyadong alam. Kaya hanggang ngayon po kami pa yung pag-asa ng bayan.
Para sa akin po, opo. Kasi in our own ways po, gumagawa pa din po kami ng paraan para po makatulong sa bansa. Katulad po sa social media, yung mga hinaing po namin, na parang pinapakita po namin doon. Tsaka po, may mga kabataan pa din po na kumikilos po para po makatulong. Tsaka para po mapakita po namin yung kakayahan po namin bilang mga kabataan. Yun po.
Para sa akin, sila pa din ang pinakapundasyon ng magandang kinabukasan ng ating bayan dahil sila yung pinaka-nai-impluwensyahan ng mga ginagawa ng ating mga mamamayan. Sila yung parang kami, yung parang nag-a-absurd ng mga ginagawa ng ating mga kababayan.
Of course.
Sometimes. Why not? Yes. My brother.
My mom. And of course, my dad.
The policeman. Boss. My teachers.
My grandpa.
When I'm threatened.
When he stares at me.
When I hear his whistle. When they raise their voice.
When they call me by my full name.
Whenever he calls me like this. Hey, come on, bro. Because they're the law.
He's older than me.
My grade would be at stake.
They're my parents.
Since I'm younger than him, I'll be fired if I don't. You know.
Obedience
Is more than a state of being obedient.
it is our
Willful practice of obedience. Conscious
decision
to obey policemen,
To obey
and
our
other
parents.
teachers. It means submission to the rules
which are meant.
to keep us safe. Likewise,
Obedience.
is a manifestation of love. I respect my
I love
parents.
my mom. I love my
Older
dad.
brother.
Besides,
It says we obey
our grandparents,
our older brother, people of authority, our
our
boss,
parents, in the Lord.
Lord.
For this is
right.
I wanted to go out there. I wanted to reach out to people. I wanted to go to places and be able to use my talents or whatever God has given me. Whatever it may be, through singing, through talking, or just being friends with people. I wanted to be a light to people around me and be an inspiration and show them that there is hope and that there is a God who loves them.
Siguro po, one thing na gusto kong ma-accomplish yung buhay ko is maging missionary sa... Because me, as a medtech student, I want to finish med school and I want to be a missionary for other people as well, to the whole country.
As a member and as a graduate of music myself, one of the goals, primary goals that I really want to achieve is to be a good influence to the youth, especially in our churches. Currently, I'm teaching 3 different churches, and I guess it's always an inspiration and it's always a good feeling when we're able to uplift the souls of our young people in the churches.
So I joined singing groups and developed my skill in singing. And through singing, I went to places. And through music ministry, whenever we go out there to sing, whenever we go to places and sing to people, I have this feeling of joy and fulfillment, being able to touch the lives of people who are listening to us and being able to show them that I'm using this talent for God, not for my glory, but for Him.
Maybe for me, sometimes when young people of younger age ask for advices, sometimes you also discover your weaknesses as you try to give them advice. And because of joining this group and being able to mingle with different kinds of people in terms of character, in terms of spirituality, I guess you're able to give them the right advice, and trying to reach out to them will also, somehow in one way or another, it also teaches you valuable lessons that when you discover more about them, sometimes you discover also something new about yourself.
One thing that the group helped me is time management. I can relate it to my course as a medtech. Kasi po, as a medtech, you need to study. Diba po? You need to really study. And how can I combine my academics with the group? How can I spend time studying my pieces, studying my notes in academics?
I discovered that whatever God has given me, though it may be small, I may not be very good at it, once I place it to Him and once I have this passion to use it for Him, He will help me and He will strengthen me. He will inspire me to go further and to strive for excellence and to be a better person.
As a youth myself, sometimes we tend to be inspired by looking up to other successful people. And at times when we look up to them, sometimes we also try to, create a big gap from those successful people. What I've learned and what I could also share to our young people is when we get inspired by the deeds and by the achievements of other successful people. Siguro as one student before in high school who is full of insecurities, what I've learned now is that if you really have that focus and if you really have that dream to be something, whether it be small or big, you can do it by really focusing on what you really want to be, what you really want to do. So try to look at other people, be inspired by what they do, and be like them.
Once you have a goal in life, I encourage you to just grab that opportunity and just go follow your dreams.
Welcome back to Dynamic Living the Total You with our episode, Empowering the Youth, Building the Future, with our guests here, Miss Ada, Mr. Pocholo, and Carlo. So kanina when we took off the break, napag-usapan naman natin na itong mga kabataan na to, very, malleable. Kumbaga, pwedeng turuan talaga.
Yes.
At kayang-kaya pa natin sila i-guide to the right way. Pero may na-mention ka, Poch, kanina na minsan din ang problem din ngayon sa mga kabataan ay gusto nila maging matanda kaagad at maging masyado sila ka-mature para bang they cannot wait for their time also.
Yan yung napansin nyo ngayon, yung mga 16 years old, nagmumukha na minsan mga 20 years old kasi masyado sila nagmamadali. And the problem with this generation is there's so many opportunities. Tapos parang feeling nila, parang, kumbaga, ang tawag yung sinasabi natin na lahat nasa kanila.
Para bang it's making, hindi kasi, it's more of they're born with a silver spoon and a silver platter. Kumbaga, everything is laid down to them na hindi na kailangan nilang paghirapan, di ba? Classic example, sa loob ng bahay, gusto manood ng TV, remote control.
Yes.
Gusto maghugas ng pinggan, electric dishwasher. Gustong maglaba, ano ba
gusto
ginagawa?
lahat
instant.
Yes.
Kaya pag kumakain, instant din lahat, di ba?
Tama. And usually what happens in Dr. Regino is that because of technology has a lot to do with it in a sense that because they're exposed in a lot of information too much too soon. 'Di ba? Parang they're stuck in that in that level or that point in their life wherein they feel like they know enough for them to advance to adulthood, but at the same time they have so much information na hindi rin naman nila alam what they're gonna do with it. So in a sense, parang hindi pa rin sila parang they're still immature in that way. Hindi ba?
Hindi nila pinagdaanan yung dapat pagdaanan.
So kailangan na minamadali masyado.
Di ba halimbawa, take it for example, yung mga sumisikat na bata agad. Pansinin niyo mula sa Hollywood, kahit sa local, pagtanda nagkakaproblema. Napansin niyo ba yan?
Yes, that's true.
Yung parang nagre-rebelde,
Okay,
sikat ka na, mayaman ka, lahat nasa iyo. Pero bakit nagkakaganon sila?
Parang may kulang sa buhay
May
nila.
mali eh. Ibig sabihin, hindi nila pinagdaanan yung kabataan talaga nila.
Dapat dadaan sila para maging kumpleto sila.
Ako, personally, I'm so happy with my sasabihin ko nga lagi kong pasasalamatan yung batang ako. Sabi ko nga sa mga talks ko lagi, do something today that your future self will thank you for. You will always, you have to see yourself in the future.
And that is part of what you bring out when you do your motivational speeches or when you train them for your voice of youth. So kasama yan sa inyong...
Opo, actually, I'm the most motivational speaker dun sa grupo namin eh. Sabi ko, just do it because you just love doing it. Do it because you can see yourself making other people do also what you are doing.
So what are the tools that one will need for you to become effective in your, in your empowerment programs?
Well, the first thing that we do talaga is to help them discover their passion. Kasi yun naman, Sir Pochola is a classic example of someone who all his life has, parang done yung passion niya talaga, 'di ba? Whether it's voice acting, it's empowering the youth, it's motivating other people. And that's what we also bring to the table when it comes to empowering young people. Alamin mo kasi kung ano yung gusto mo. Kumbaga, parang be motivated for the right reasons. Parang sabi nga ni Sir kanina, parang don't do something kasi ngayon ang logical step na mag-aral ka, pag-aral mo, graduate ka, pag-graduate mo, maghanap ka trabaho, pag nagtatrabaho ka na, o magkapamilya ka, so kumita ka na mas maraming pera, But then maganda rin yung sinabi mo kanina, Dr. Jean, it's like, each and every one of us, there's something bigger and better or something outside of ourselves that we are meant to do in this lifetime, hindi ba? And pag na-discover mo kasi yun, iba yung idea that you're doing something because you know that you will leave this earth better than you found it. Di ba? Parang, whoa, big word. But at the end of the day, that's really all what it is about. It's about doing what you have been designed to do dito sa buhay na to. And that's what
you become a gift to others,
yes.
and a factor for good instead of being a factor for bad,
exactly.
di ba?
That's true. We are all blessings to everyone eh. Alam mo ang problema, hindi nila nakikita yung sarili nilang blessing. So it's how you look at yourself. I believe you become what you think about.
Tanungin kita, Carlo, sa personal na sarili mo, ano kayang meron ikawang quality na sa tingin mo nagiging quality para maging successful ikaw to help train young people to become useful in society? Personal mo, ano kaya yung kwalidad meron ikaw na kaya ka magiging successful para turuan at tulungan yung mga kabataan?
Being proactive all the time, also responsible in dealing with youth, engaging with the other organization also, because we need collaboration with other organization. Also, sometimes we experience ups and downs because lack of financial stability. That's why we really encourage some volunteers, encourage them to be with us to join like food drive for homeless, and that's the time they realize that this is good activity. That's why some youth are encouraged like to be part of the
organization. So yun naman kaya, Ada, ano kayang meron ikaw na kumbaga it will really help you move forward with your vocation and calling to help empower the youth?
Ako, I think sabi ko nga kanina, para I always feel that I'm a good listener, and siguro yung pagiging open-minded, embracing and respecting other people for who they are. Kasi ako personally, I mean, with all due respect to all the people who talk and teach about, millennials and all that stuff, parang ako kasi personally, I have an issue with this thing that I think one of the problems is that we label millennials as millennials. We label the generation gap as a generation gap. My mom, someone who would not touch a cell phone before, cannot now go on a day without having to browse her Facebook. What's my point? Ang point ko is that wag po nating sabihin na dahil bata sila, dahil lagi lang sila nakaharap sa computer, kaya sila ganyan, maikli attention span nila, etc., etc. It means that lahat po tayo, regardless of your age or your generation, we all adjusted to the technology that we have now. So parang, kumbaga, let's all keep an open mind and let's learn to embrace yung diversity. Kasi right now, the differences that we have from other people is more prominent simply because wala na tayo masyadong geographical barriers, di ba?
Mabilis na lang pumunta from one place to the next.
Information, literally, is at the tip of your finger.
Yes.
Swipe ka na lang, click ka na
Kita
lang,
mo
di
na.
ba? So, you can see, parang what's on the other side of the world without having to go there, hindi ba? And so, kumbaga, you just really need to be able to keep an open mind na, may differences talaga tayo, but just learn to accept other people as they are and respect them for that.
So how do communities help, in leading these young people now?
Alam mo, una-unahin natin gobyerno, no?
Mauna mo ng community. Let's start with the basic muna. Kasi after the community, I will ask him how can the family help, and then Ada will answer the government. Ikaw talaga, una kakaganda sa pinakamataas eh. Dahan-dahan lang. Komunidad muna tayo.
Komunidad, syempre nagsisimula yan sa pamilya.
Okay.
Basic yan eh. So, kailangan i-recognize ng bawat isa yung strength ng bawat miyembro ng pamilya. Kasi, dyan din nagsisimula ang politika eh. No? Kung hindi maganda ang politika niyo sa loob ng bahay niyo, for sure, paglabas mo, apektado lahat.
Dala-dala mo kasi yan eh.
So, mahalin natin ang isa't isa sa kung anong meron sila. At itama yung mga mali. Kung nakikita nating nawawala ng landas yung isa. Like ngayon, di ba? Ang issue ng droga, napakalaking bagay yan. Kasi kami mismo, biktima niyan. Yung mga tiyuhin ko noon, napatayan dahil sa, matagal na, 1980s pa. Yung mga hippie days pa. Dahil sa droga. No? So hanggang ngayon, epekto yan. Kita nyo, bakit inuna ng gobyerno yung problema sa droga? Kasi yan ang number one problema naman talaga. Kasi pag may problema ng isang miyembro ng pamilya sa droga, buong pamilya apektado yan.
That is really true.
At kumbaga lahat niyan magdadamay-damay na sa malaking kumbaga parte ng komunidad, lalo na sa kabuuan ng gobyerno at ng buong
So pagdating sa government, paano naman ngayon tutulong ang gobyerno natin para matulungan yung mga kabataan na ma-empower din sila eh?
For example, ngayon yung National Youth Commission, no? Ang problema ng National Youth Commission ay ano lang siya, policy making.
No implementation.
Walang implementation. Kailangan magkaroon ng policy-making body ang buong gobyerno. At pangalawa, politically appointed.
Dapat hindi.
Hindi. Dapat yung mga uupo dyan, mayroong experience sa youth development. Hindi artista lang, singer o anuman. Hindi ako against sa tao, pero against ako sa konsepto na political accommodation. Dahil ba sinuportahan mo nung election, ilalagay mo lang dyan. Look at the other countries. Meron pang ang youth development program and courses na kinukuha yung mga ilalagay na official dyan para malinaw na may pupuntahan tong programa ng mga kabataan.
At alam nila kung ano ang kanilang gagawin. I think that's one of the things, no, na we need to, help our young people understand na for them to be able to lead also, they need courses to help them.
Yes.
Hindi naman po pwede na ako, very active ako as a youth leader sa grupo na ito. It does not mean na I am equipped already with the tools or I know enough for me to become, somebody to lead out the other young people.
Tama po. And yun nga, continuous development kumbaga. And that's the reason why, kaya nga may mga organizations katulad ng ginagawa natin na parang outside of your school, outside of your course, outside the classroom, we give you that experiential learning na with all due respect, you don't necessarily get, in the academe. Hindi ba? Kasi doon, it's more theoretical, more textbook. Dito, experiential. Like Voice of the Youth, for example, si Sir Choi, he produces radio programs so that yung mga communication students, they actually get real-life experience on how it's like to broadcast on live radio. Yun na lang
with the principle that inspiring, informing, involving, and empowering the Filipino youth.
Diba? So that alone is, parang a venue for them to be able to practice yung pinag-aaralan nila sa school for the
Kasi
past 4 years.
Kasi totoo yan hindi lahat ng tinuturo sa school applicable in real life. At maraming bagay na kailangan mong i-apply in real life na hindi tinuro sa atin.
Totoo po.
Di ba?
Tsaka wala sa libro yan.
Wala
Nasa
sa libro.
experience yan.
Yes.
Kahit pinakamagaling pang teacher mo, kung hindi ka nabibigyan ng pagkakataon bilang estudyante na, alam mo yun, it's not what you know, but it's what you do with what you know. Bottom line, it's all about execution.
Parang your tool is your knowledge and the ideas that you gain from this classroom or from the books that you read. But what to do with that? Para bang meron ikaw ngayong maliit na seedling, anong gagawin mo sa seedling na?
Ironically, a lot of PhD sa communication hindi nakapag-broadcast.
So sayang.
Kanino ka maniniwala? Doon sa theoretical o doon sa experiential?
So tingnan natin yung sa inyo naman na volunteer work na sinasabi mo kanina, na yung mga kabataan tumutulong dito sa inyong mga building or whatever, no, na may mga programs kayo. Paano naman yung mga kabataan na ma-inspire ninyo na kumbaga, hindi ningas kugo na, okay, dadalo kami ngayon, bukas may lakad sila, may activities, hindi na naman kami kasali doon?
I believe to ate that we cannot learn the experience in school but outside, because in WCAR Philippines we usually conduct educational seminar. Through educational seminar, we go to the barangay, then ask for the youth, and then that's the time that one by one we talk to them on what is the problem, and then what is your future all about? Do you want to
So kasama
succeed?
ba ang counseling sa inyong mga
Yes,
ginagawa?
yes.
Kayo din ba? Meron kayong counseling portion dun sa inyong mga programa para sa mga kabataan?
Halos everyday sa counseling,
Everyday counseling.
process. Kasi ako, kaya kilala kong kabataan, kinakausap ko sila the way yung language nila. Na hindi ako nagmumukhang kuya, hindi ako nagmumukhang
Parang isa ka lang sa kanila.
Oh, I'm one of them. Kaya nga, at my age, I'm already 38 right now. Hindi mo mararamdaman na 38 na ako. May mga nagkakamali pa nga 28 hanggang 30 siguro. Because I feel young and I understand the young generation. And you have to communicate to them, ang tawag dyan, real talk. No? Na hindi yung parang nagpapanggap ka lang kasi kailangan mong gawin or wala lang, for the sake of doing it. Dapat maging totoo ka sa kanila. Kailangan maramdaman nila na you really care, because people doesn't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Yeah, that's true. So sabihin na natin, before you got involved in these programs on how to help young people also grow and develop themselves, motivate them to become who they would want to be, no? Say 5 years ago, who were you, Ada, at the time?
5 years ago, I was actually working in the corporate world, more particularly in a web design company. During that time, sabi ko nga, parang I was a type of person kasi na, parang I was an average person, sabihin natin. So, wala naman akong kwentong mahirap lang kami, pinag-aral ko yung sarili ko, and at the same time, hindi naman ako anak ng hasyendera, na parang may lupain and whatever. So, I was blessed, to be born into a family where my parents were able to send me to school until college, yung ganon. So again, the next logical thing for me was to get a job, get promoted in my job, yung ganon. So that's my exposure.
In other words, you were just for yourself at that time.
Yes, opo. Pero parang yung feeling na there's something wrong. Yung parang ganon, that there's something bigger and better out there that I feel is waiting for me. And yun nga, I know naman in my heart that I've always had the passion to teach and to help other people.
And would you say na, if you were to compare that 5 years ago and today, would you say na mas happier ka, mas younger ka, mas inspired ka today?
Oo naman, Dr. Regine, kasi para sa akin, yung sabi ko, that idea of being a volunteer, para siguro, all those years, it never really crossed my mind na, you know what, you can actually do something or parang do your passion and not be motivated by the fact that you're earning from it. Pwede naman pala, and for me, that has been my motivation na para din ma-inspire ko yung mga kabataan. Kasi, unlike Sir Pochola, I was the type of person na, yung saka na yung pangarap, yung ganon na parang sige lang, magtrabaho ka, kumita ka ng pera and all that, ganon. So I never really parang took the time and the effort para sabihin ko na sige, tutuparin ko yung pangarap ko and all, which is yun nga na maging isang motivational speaker, ganon. So dahil kay Sir Choi, siya talaga yung nag-mentor sa akin. So being part of the organization also empowered me so that I can empower yung mga kabataan.
Mahalaga ba, Carlo, na kailangan i-empower mo muna yung sarili mo bago ka tumulong sa iba?
Yes, ma'am. Because especially for me, before I'm a member, when I usually do to take learnings or advice from the leader, and then that's the time that I realized, I must do this, I must do that. Also, because in WCAR Philippines, we usually do counseling every night on how to develop more activities, on how to enhance our ability, or on how to talk to the other people, talk to the family in the community. Because once the community is secure, then your family is secure.
Pocholo, eto bang mga kabataan natin ngayon, sa tingin mo, what's the biggest problem that hinders them from becoming, better than who they are now?
Actually, the problem is there's no problem.
Okay.
We create the problem ourselves until we find the solution. Diba wala naman,
Walang problema
lahat ng bata, pinanganak na walang problema. Lahat ng
Binigyan lang
bata,
natin sila ng problema.
walang kasamaan dyan until we create the problem. And they create it on themselves. Diba kahit lahat ng problema mo, ikaw rin man nagawa niyan
Yes.
Pinasok mo yan ginawa
So,
mo yan.
dapat marunong ka lumabas noon.
Ngayon, kung alam mo problema siya, wag mo nang pasukin. Di ba? At kung may problema man, hindi yan magiging problema kung walang solusyon. Dapat ma-realize ng mga kabataan ngayon na we are living in an eternity, a parenthesis of eternity called life. Yung open parenthesis is the day you were born. And then date ng birth mo. And the closing parenthesis is the date you will die. And we have this parenthesis called life, nga L-I-F-E. So there's a blank before the word life. So what kind of life do you want to create before yung date of death mo maisulat na dyan? Kasi hindi naman ikaw magsusulat niyan.
Ibang tao
Diyos lang
na.
nakakaalam niyan. At yung mga taong nakaalam kung kailan ka namatay. But the only blank that you have the opportunity to write is that blank before the word life. So what kind of life do you want to have?
Ikaw,
Sad
matanong
life,
kita.
Bob?
So matanong kita, ikaw,
It's
as
written
El
already,
Pocholo.
ma'am. It's written already.
Okay, it's written already.
You know what word? Great life. Because you can be happy, but you cannot become great. But once you're great, you'll be happy for sure. Because greatness is going beyond yourself. Going beyond whoever you are. Until you die, make something now that other people will become better and greater. Kasi nga, ask the word what it needed from you that your talents and skills can provide, especially your time. And you have only limited time. And for example, if I die by the age of 50, and so be it. Nauna lang ako. Sa mundo naman, una-unahan lang yan. At least I know while I'm still alive that I have done something on my own part. Especially for
ano
young
sa
people.
tingin ninyong tatlo ang kailangan na gawin ng ating present government? Let's talk about the present government on how to really enhance the empowerment youth programs that kagaya sa inyo na you are initiating on your own. O kaya naman nung ini-initiate ng ibang mga organizations na NGOs trying to help the young people. Ano kaya yung pwedeng gawin ng government natin para matulungan ito?
Ako, yung number one yun nga, yung parang the support for these programs. Kasi it's not like they have to create the programs because obviously there are already organizations and individuals, correct, that are creating those programs for the youth. So ang kailangan lang natin is the first of all the acknowledgement that such programs exist, and of course the assistance to be able to implement them. Kasi parang wag natin pabayaan na masayang yung effort nitong mga individuals and organizations na to.
Remember yung mga organizations na to kagaya ninyo is being created and spearheaded by young people like you.
Exactly. Opo, totoo
diba?
po yun.
So the least they can give is the support and the acknowledgement. Ikaw naman.
You know, Dr. I started my advocacy when I was 16. It's because I don't want what I've experienced na ma-experience ng iba. Ayokong mawala yung energy, enthusiasm ko na tumulong sa iba dahil sinupil to ng ilang tao lang. And right now, I think the government is not doing its part pagdating sa youth Bakit? Ako mismo lumalapit sa National Youth Commission. I'm sharing what I have. I have a venue for you guys. Pero hindi napansin, although we are the official youth media partner of the National Youth Commission, but the problem is when they change yung leadership, kinakalimutan na nila yung dating pinag-usapan. Kasi bago naman.
Dapat may continuity, diba? No matter who ang nakaupo dyan.
Sa akin, ang dapat ginagawa ng gobyerno, ang kanyang task, is to collaborate and synergize everyone. Into a bigger perspective and a bigger goal, bigger vision.
Para mas marami at mas malaki at malawak yung mararating.
Kaya nga sabi ko, the problem with the present administration, wala siyang vision for the youth. Wala.
And maybe hopefully through our media, we're trying to help, encourage also the government to put focus on the young people.
Tama.
Kasi sila nga ang kailangan nating tulungan sa ngayon.
kasi
Huwag nating hintayin na malugmok muna bago natin i-out.
Vision lang yan eh. It's all about vision. Kung may vision ka for the young generation. Although in terms of different thing, I am actually into it. I commend the present administration in terms of infrastructure, in terms of economy. But
Kulang
for young
lang sa young people.
May problema tayo sa K-12 na lang eh. Saan patungo tong K-12?
That's
Hindi
true.
natin pinag-aralan to eh. Ngayon nagkakaroon ng trouble, nagkakaroon ng problema. Bakit? Hindi tayo handa. Di ba? Pangalawa, iba na yung henerasyon na pinagbasihan mo ng K-12 ng Amerika.
At yung ngayon.
At yung present na ngayon na iba na ang strategy at style ng teaching at learning process. Hindi naman na kailangan ganun yung kailangan ba ganito kahaba ang aralin mo para magawa mo ang isang bagay. Even a 12-year-old kid can become a CEO if he wants to.
If he wants to.
Diba?
Provided given the right.
So the only kumbaga yung responsibility ng gobyerno ngayon is to collaborate, synergize and converge everyone. Kasi
And have
maraming
one
duplication
umbrella,
of
diba?
effort eh. Puro environment, puro human rights, tapos sila nag-aaway. Di ba nakakatawa?
Kaya nakikita ng mga kabataan yan. So tanungin kita, Carlo, ano ba ang iyong dream? Ano yung iyong panaginip para sa kapwa mo kabataan?
I dream for the youth, because to have a better understanding with the elders, with some leaders, better to have good communication with the government, also with other organizations. Because we have problems on communication, especially in communication with other people.
Yes, so tanungin kita, Ada, ganun din ang tanong ko sa'yo, ano ba ang iyong panaginip or dream or wishes for the Filipino youth?
Ang vision ko for the Filipino youth is that we see a generation of young people who feel ready to be stakeholders of this nation. Kasi yun nga kumbaga parang we just need to teach them, give them the opportunity to move with purpose para lahat ng bagay na ginagawa nila, alam nila kung bakit at alam nila para saan.
Ikaw naman, Poch?
Pagdating sa kabataan, ma'am, isa lang ang lagi ko naisip dyan. Walang iba kundi ang aking idol na si Dr. Jose Rizal. Hindi ko siya iniidolo bilang tao, iniidolo ko ang kanyang prinsipyo, paniniwala at mga ginawa. Bakit? Kailan ba nabuhay si Rizal? Pinanganak siya 1861. During that time, wala naman wala namang teknolohiya. Pero nakapagsulat siya ng libro. Walang typewriter, walang computer,
walang laptop.
Nakapag-travel siya sa buong mundo. Nang walang eroplano, nang walang sasakyan, kotse, at walang pera. At higit sa lahat, nagawa niya ang lahat ng yan nang walang kalayaan. Ngayon, na nasa iyo na lahat yung kalayaan, teknolohiya, knowledge, skills, ba't wala kang maisip na gawin para sa bayan mo, para sa sarili mo? Kasi ginawa niya yan dahil sa pagmamahal niya sa bayan niya. Ginawa niya yan dahil sa pagmamahal niya sa kanyang ina. Siguro simulan natin sa sarili natin. No? Mahalin mo muna sarili natin, ang magulang natin, ang kapwa natin, at ang bayan natin.
And that will empower us to become who we should be and how we should be. I'd like to thank the three guests, for making Dynamic Living a very, beautiful show because of you, the guests. You make the show the way it should be. Ada, what would you like to tell our young people now watching us?
Yes, sa atin mo mga kabataang Pilipino, syempre, yun nga lagi ko sinasabi, move with purpose, 'di ba? Yun naman ang unang-una sa lahat eh. Bilang kabataan, you have a lifetime ahead of you para i-discover kung ano yung passion mo, kung ano yung purpose mo. And katulad nga ng mga organization, katulad namin sa Voice of the Youth Network, we are here to help you discover that passion, and not only that, but to also empower you with the opportunities and venues that we offer para ma-practice mo at ma-live mo yung passion mo.
Okay, what about Pochala?
Sa mga kabataang Pilipino, there's always greatness within you. Mas gamitin mo ang greatness mo sa pagtulong sa kapwa-tao, and also your availability is the best ability. Huwag ka lang mag-Facebook maghapon at magsayang ng oras mo dyan sa wala, dahil tatanda ka rin. Pero tandaan mo, may susunod na henerasyon kabataan na naghihintay sa atin. Huwag mong hayaang sabihin sa yung tay, nay, lolo, lola, wala akong ginawa. Wala kang ginawa, kaya ganito kami ngayon. Anong ginawa ninyo nung kayong kabataan? So you have all the opportunity to become an inspiration para sa iyong kapwa kabataan at sa mga susunod na henerasyon. Kaya, kumilos ka kabataan.
Yes. What about Carlo?
Para sa ating mga kabataan, kabata pa ako.
Bata pa ako. Okay.
So we must be a person who lead the change because we are the future. We are the new generation for the betterment of our country. That's all.
Yes. Dear viewers, kahit sa Biblia, ang sabi po sa 1 Timothy 4:12, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but rather you can lead and show them that you are a better person and you can be a better help to others. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat.
Dynamic living, making the best of you on fire. Dynamic living, sharing the faith, we're giving the love and bringing the total you.
If you have been blessed by this program, share hope and help us continue to bring hope everywhere. Send your donations to South Philippine Union Conference through any of the bank details shown here. Hope Channel, sharing love, changing lives.